Here we go. All right, let's let's go into carpenter mode. Where are we at here? It's not really carpenter mode. I just call it that. Carpenter mode or grinder mode. When I'm with the grinder guys, the guy on the ground, when I got to paint him numbers, he always wants me to convert it to inches, and I'm trying to do that in my head. And I can never do it fast enough, so I'm always screwing it up. And then when you're dealing with the carpenters, those guys, they don't want to hear anything other than inches. And so, you tell them, oh, it's 6,700s, and they're all, what's that? And you're all 8 inches, or, you can do the easy ones, 10 inches, 83, or 33 for 4 inches, stuff like that. But when you get into the halves, quarters, eighths, I'm just guessing. So, what you can do, actually, let's start right here. So, on your surface settings, you may or may not know that you can enter different values, different types of values, I guess you'd say, different measuring system values. I don't know. That sounds stupid, but whatever. Let's go to menu, settings. We're going to go all the way to the bottom and where it says display units. Okay. Now you have three options. You got decimal feet, which we're in, and decimal inches, and I have fractional inches. So if we go to fractional inches, I can select between half, quarter, eighth, or 16th. I'm going to keep it at quarter. So let's accept that. And you notice it's changed a little bit. So right now we have 1 inch down. Okay, if I wanted to change that to inch and a quarter. So it gets a little tricky when you're entering the values when you're in inch, in fractional inches, and to be honest with you, I don't even use this. I don't enter any values in inches. So I'm not real familiar with it. But it can get a little tricky, I think. So if I did like inch and a quarter, you'd put it in like that. And it'll tell you, it'll either accept it or it won't. So it went in, inch and a quarter, okay. Let's go to back to, let's see, decimal feet. Should I go back to decimal feet? Yeah, let me go back to decimal feet. Okay, we're gonna go to settings, display units. We're gonna, no, actually I wanna leave that, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for the time being. This is what I wanted to show you. You can also put in metric, okay? Instead of putting that inch and a quarter in there, or say I wanted an inch, I don't know if I only knew the metric system. So if I put in like say 2.54, but I have to put centimeters. It's 2.5 feet or 2.54 centimeters. So I put cm. Would be an inch, I believe. 1 inch. Okay. Now, what if you're doing feet? You're doing 20, like say 25 feet. So it'd be 7.62. And where's meters? M for meters. And you notice it changes it to 25 feet. So I haven't messed around with this a whole lot. Like I said, if I have to deal with the carpenters or the grinder guys, sometimes I'll change it just to kind of get it in their mode and make it easier for them. But for the most part, I don't mess around with it that much. As far as I know, you can enter metric values into any of the modes, but you can't. It's they all seem to be metric friendly, which makes sense since we're literally the only country now that doesn't work on the metric system. But yeah, you can't put as far as I know, you can't put fractional inches when you're in decimal feet, but you can do all the other ones in the other modes. And I know most of us have smartphones now, and we have access to conversion apps. But if you find yourself in a pinch and you need to do some converting, you can just remember you can always type in some different values in here and kind of do a rough conversion that way if you have to. All right, we're out of carpenter mode now. Let's get out of here.